מיני נובמבר אנו בקולון, פנמה. ב8 יוצאים לשיעור, 6 בבוקר עכשיו.
Watching you, our escort gonna be watching you and sees everybody behave themselves. Please, could you give us your name? She says she's not gonna say anything. Okay, now we're gonna start with our timing. So for that, just give me one little second.
עזבנו.
כמה נחמד פה.
הנה את כל העולם.
כן, לא
Okay, our
יהיה לנו
timing
זמן
begins this
לזה.
way. What we're gonna do today is that we're gonna go through Panama. Okay, and not just Panama. You're gonna see actually two important provinces of Panama. That's Colon, my province, where we are right now, and we're gonna see Panama City. Actually, we're gonna travel from the Caribbean to the Pacific in less than an hour. Actually, so imagine how many places you could do that. Okay, now the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go into Panama City. When we reach the Panama City, we're gonna drive around. Most likely we're gonna go look for the old Panama City. You know, the Panama City from the 1500s. We're gonna drive around, give you the opportunity to see, you know, through having little pictures, things like that. Slowly, from this, we're gonna go all the way to our first restroom stop. And our restroom stop is an art market. Okay? So if somebody wanna, you know, get in love with something to buy, you go always. This little walk will be in the city of the colonial Panama.
What
With
does it
this?
mean colonial?
What it means colonial? Okay, when the first city was destroyed, they built a second city. So all the elite of Panama were living in that area. And we're talking about the 700, 800s, okay? That's the colonial Panama. From this, we're gonna walk. It's gonna be something like a 30 minutes. It's really slow pace, okay? From this, we're gonna go into our second restroom stop. Where will be this second? No, look at the architecture of it. It's very French into it,
קולומבוס.
very European into it. Actually, because of a whole lot of people coming from all over the world. And then I'm gonna give you the little story about Colon also. Okay, let me just fix this. Swell it, because the question is market. You know, this is Latin America, and in Latin America what you're gonna find is a whole lot of fruits. And you can see it right there. You can see things from, you know, pineapples, papayas, oranges. Because another country had a little problem. Can you imagine that? Actually, in 1849, actually it was a big event in the U.S. Who could remember that, or who could recall that? What's that? Yeah, and it's that they found gold. And the guy who found the gold decided, well, hey, there's gold. For me, I will be like this. But no, he tell everybody there was gold. But the gold was in the west of the United States. And the people were in the east. So what happened was, everybody want to go to the gold. You know, everybody thinks as you reach the goal, you get rich. So they start, you know, they have options. And option number one to reach the goal was walking. And walking wasn't like really easy. You got big mountains, big rivers, lakes. You know, option Panama. Coming through Panama, crossing the forest, and taking another ship in the Pacific side to go up. Well, that was the bail. The first is that they were getting paid with money. It was so bad that the company didn't have hospitals for the workers. The rainforest, you know, you're gonna die. He was like, no, we're not gonna die. We're gonna. Actually, we're the second country with less people in the whole of Central America. Actually, in the whole of the Americas. Yeah. Okay, 0.2 million. Yeah. The only country who have less people than Panama is Belize.
אתה רואה?
בית שקוע במאה.
Until the water goes down. Just the big ones go past. Okay, good question. Why they didn't make an announcement through the radio that not to come through here? This is the only way between Panama and Colón.
Is it a sort of franchise?
What's that?
Is it a sort of franchise running the canal?
No.
No.
No. I gotta hard to explain. Okay, the Panama Canal was the city ownership or the administration. It's some. Let's say we have a third world war. The city. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a little bit of Panama itself. I'm gonna give you a little of the history. This is the main city in Panama. They didn't leave into the new city right away. A lot of them stayed in this area. That's why you can see that in the back you can find houses. But all of this ended up just to be ruins of that old Panama.
How was it ruined?
What's that, sir? When in their migration, coming to this area. But now it's time for, we got gates. Most people will call it like burglar bars. But no, they do it in different styles. I don't have a
העיקר שאני זרקתי את הסנדוויץ'.
strip beef with rice and garden salad. Okay? Now, I need to know, I have 9 vegetarian. A big flat. People wanted to live because here's where the big condos was. Construction in Panama started growing so fast, so rapidly. Yes. Panama with all these skyscrapers, and this is where Panama comes to be a mixture. I want all of you looking to your right hand. You're going to be seeing a small little community right there. Actually, it was a fishing community. Now, this little fishing community that you see here, it's been the biggest fight ever. Why? Because this big enterprise want to remove them from this area to have, you know, the big condos and things like that. But the fishing community is standing and saying no. The only thing they know to do. Most people, when they think about Panama, they will never imagine Panama would be something like this. So this will answer the question when they ask you, like, once for $100,000. Yeah. Exactly, this is a replica of the United States coins. A condo looks, you could have another condo right in front of you. This is the most metropolitan city you will find in the whole of Central America. But from here, it's not just the metropolitan city, all the way across the water. all Panama. That's where we're going to be walking today, in the colonial Panama. This walkway since now a year, and it's still working in it. We want to do something special into it. Once upon a time, it was like this. Nobody built a house to the ocean. Why? The ocean was under control by the military. Not just the military of Panama, but the military of the United States. That's why you don't see like water sports and things like that, because people were living backwards to the Vasco Núñez de Balboa monument. Now, why this monument is so important? If you
Can we take a picture?
military to take out Noriega out of power. Okay? His central command was right here. In that area there. What happened now what happened is that we make something to remember that. You see, there are things that you cannot forget. You cannot forget them things. So what we did is that we make something for the kids. Actually, a pool. That's correct?
In jail.
Yes? The country was snubbed into Hecho para atrás. This. Atrás. I want to show you something. Okay. Not to say they don't have anything to do, but the retirees actually they need to distract their mind. So what they do, they come here to play domino. Yeah, they come here to play domino and drink a little beer, and this is where they have this is where my grandfather will come and play a little domino to this. Have a job, they come here and enjoy the day. Dale, suelta el teléfono, dale. In Panama, it goes this way. Men's will retire 63. Be destroyed. If you actually demolish the house, you have made it back the same way they were.
קולוניאל. ואי אפשר אסור להרוס את הבתים.
I need you to look to your left hand. See that big wall that you see there? That's the fence that actually had the whole of Panama inside.
זה הקיר הזה, נו. כל הבית הזה הרוס.
I can't see the wall. Where is the wall? שם מאחורי.
Tomas of Panama in the days when Panama was going for independence. Okay? Now, what we have there, you see that? That they're selling rice? Okay, in Panama, remember we was talking about cost of living is going up? Politicians, what? Okay, all this area, if you see, now people are buying these houses and remodeling these houses. And there's a project here, there's a fifth that are buying these houses are, I'm not gonna say wealthy, but people who was a church. It's called In the Company of Jesus. Actually, the Jesuits. The Jesuits was expelled from Panama at once. But now, what happened with this is that they're going to take this and turn it into a museum, an orchid museum. So they're going to start, putting new orchids and things like this, because when they was expelled, there's nobody to restore it. That's the original way it used to be. Roman Catholic is the predominant religion of Panama. Okay, this is the biggest representation which came into Panama for the construction of the Panama Canal. Actually, what happened is that they needed to have a base. So they take this building as their base. It was a hotel. That's where all of them were staying. So they take it as their base. So this was sold into the United States, and then this comes to be the first administration building of the construction of the Panama Order of the Spaniards. Now, what happened with the Dominicans is that for the construction of the Panama Canal, did you know there were two options? Panama and Nicaragua.
We heard about it.
Okay, what happened? Nicaragua actually didn't get it because of this church. Why? There's an arch. It's called the Flat Arch. Okay, what happened with this arch? They sent, pictures of this to Congress.
כולל פנמה. קולוניאל פנמה.
These are the balls.
It's like justice, yeah? Justice in black.
זה מבנה של ספרדים ישן.
This way. Where are we gonna go? Walking out. It's being really done. Please, let's go.
פרנץ' פלאזה.
בואי נעמוד פה ליד זה.
תעמדו משני צדי טובה, תעמדו משני הצדדים.
כן, אפשר לדבר?
דברי, כל שומעים אותך.
Like the grass with mud and clay, and all those men, you see the yabby there, they tore into the mud, everybody starts stepping in it, and they did
בגלריה הדבר הכי יפה זה אשתי.
something like what you make bricks.
בגלריה לאומנות הזאת,
You guys know that?
הדבר הכי יפה זה אשתי. בחיי. תסתכל על כל הדברים.
Oh yes, it's very handy. That's good. One minute. So they want to tell the whole group. It goes like this.
השם החדשה. פנמה החדשה. פנמה העיר החדשה. אנחנו אנדרטה למורים. למורים ומה?
מורים באשר הם.
מורים באשר הם.
לי, אבל הוא חתך לי את הראש שלו.
היא התחלה לשבת. היא תמצא.
What?
Because I was always talking. And that university was kind of like.
Allow.
פנמה קולוניאלית.
This little, I want that. This little plaza right here. Que se pueda ver. Simon Bolivar was the one who was the liberator. We call it the George Washington of South America. Call it that way. Okay, what happened? And actually,
Young kids in uniform. That's not military.
no.
פנמה.
Okay, you saw the kids today when it was close to the art, and it was like Marines, kind of a. For year, yeah.
That's probably.
Tower, the pier.
קולוניאל
The map of
פנמה.
Panama, yeah.
Be more than 10.
הדאונטאון.
Most likely the same place.
I like that. It's just a town. But I might hang it up someplace. It's kind of a nice.
It's for 4.
No conscience.
That's what it's wonderful. It's frustrating because
בפנמה. סיור בפנמה סיטי, סיימנו בארוחה צמחונית וג'יטריאן טובה מאוד. מקום יפה, מכובד, בפלון או בקפה, לא יודע מה זה. זה מרפס יפה שפונה לים. אנחנו איננו יודעים עדיין אם זה הים הפציפיק, הפסיפיק או האוקיינוס האטלנטי, ולכן האונייה שכונה שם. לא ברור לנו אם היא האונייה שלנו או לא. זה הוויכוח כולו. עכשיו אוריאל יישא את דברו.
היום, ה-8 לנובמבר, אין לנו שום סיבה להתלונן על שום דבר.
שום דבר.
אחרי שהתלוננו אין סוף פעמים וזכינו ואין סוף מתנות לפרסים, היום לצערנו אין סיבות. אני גמרתי.
אין לך להגיד שום דבר למקום, על הטיול. זה קלקל את הטיול שאי אפשר להתלונן.
הנה, אתה רואה?
Panama Canal was built for a specific dimension. So all the ships that pass through the Panama Canal actually have that dimensions to pass through it. The ones that cannot pass
נפרדים בפנמה סיטי.
it goes this way. 20 million years ago, Panama didn't exist. A little crazy, huh?
No.
Well, you know what? That's Panama. Okay, there you go. Questions and you get stories. Actually, you have a gutters. That's correct. That's correct. The question is, yes, Gutters was the last one in the ship that was talking about that.
Yes.
That Stevens was the one who started and Gutters was the one. You see, they have two.
פארק סטיבנס.
והמידות שלו מתאימות למידות של הלוקס,
כן.
של תאי הלוקס.
Point out.
Where is the second one? You said that
This is the canal updated. If you don't keep it updated, it will pass actually back to the hands of the United States. Oh, the treaty. The treaty said the military of no. It's stating that the Chinese was, controlling the Panama Canal. No.
יום רביעי, 9 לנובמבר, השעה 8 בבוקר, ואנחנו נכנסים לקרטהנה שבקולומביה. יורדים לטייל בעיר קרטהנה. זהו כנראה קרטהנה, קולומביה, יום רביעי, 9 בבוקר, הכניסה לנמל, למעגן. זוהי הירידה האחרונה שלנו ליבשה. אחריה יום חמישי ושישי נסיעה בים לפורט לוטרדייל, ובפורט לוטרדייל תם טיולנו המוצלח במיוחד. היה כיף. טיול יפה ומוצלח. נוסעים למעגן.
Dat is de andere kant voor mij.
Cartagena. אנחנו